These are my closest friends that I do YouTube with. I wanted to see what your knowledge is of any of these people.
All right. I see the dough from Doughbrick right under his chin there. Wow. Somebody didn't get that buccal fat removal, did they? Just kidding. Buy me a car.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Tommy John. Go to TommyJohn.com/Nash and get 20% off your first order. And SeatGeek. Use my code Nash and get $20 off your first order. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the All Good Things podcast. My guest today, joining me first is Nivine. She's here. And our guest today is Annie Lederman.
It's Letterman, but it's okay. I'm a natural born leader. People get it wrong all the
Amy Lederman.
You know, when I used to do Chelsea Handler's show, Chelsea Lately, she got my name wrong every single time.
What would she say?
She would say Amy Lederhosen. Like, it was, everything was different every time. And I just had to be like, that's my name today.
Did I just really get your name wrong in the first 10 seconds?
Okay. So the proposal, tell me, break it down.
She had written
a poem.
Sort of.
I gotta go. I'm jumping off the cliff.
Are you a romantic?
No, I'm a romantic, but a poem. I know
exactly.
Inside of my face is blushing. I'm giggling. Like, everything in me is like.
I know exactly what you are. You're a stand-up comedian, and so like your job is to be
cooler than you.
Yeah, cooler than me, and tough and edgy or whatever.
Right. But I'm soft on the inside.
Right. So there is that side to you.
Yes, I'm a Cancer. I'm a crab. Had crabs in college too, but I crabbed, tough shell, soft inside.
Did you really have crabs?
Yes, I did.
Because I'm so curious about crabs.
You're like, what are pubes? You're like, first of all, what are pubes?
No, because if you don't have pubes, can you not get crabs?
Well, they're in. Here's the thing. They go to. Well, it's not like a fit. They don't into you. The crabs banging you.
I've never had. This is such a good question.
This is a
please keep going where you're going.
Sorry, I just
need
want
to know
where they go.
Yeah,
about crabs. Okay,
if you don't have pubes, it's a great question.
They do go. I think they're less likely to get there. But like, if you don't shave, like your instinct is to shave.
Yeah.
But they burrow. They'll go down. I found in a really hard
burrow
way.
Where? They
go into the root of the hair. So yeah,
and
so
then
that's worse. So then you have to do it's head lice on your nethers.
Oh, okay. My kids have had lice.
Oh,
we've been to nitpickers.
Did you like how he said I had it and then he threw it to his kids?
My kids.
I haven't had it.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You got to put your teddy bears in a bag and stuff and suffocate them.
And how long does it take to get rid of crabs?
It's like a cycle of so I think it takes like a week or two, but then another week is added when you shave.
Do you know who gave you the crabs?
It was this guy, John. Okay, so, and also he told me that it was a toilet, and I'm like, oh, because your name's John. Okay, I get it. He's trying to pretend. But he was like, you must have gotten it from I lived in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and they were filming a movie there at the time. So all this like crew would come in from LA, and I was dating this like guy who was like, he was like assistant director, one of the things. He was like high up enough that I was f***ing with him. Mm-hmm. Like that he picked probably the wrong one with me, but low enough that you would never know him. But we had this like affair. He was there for 3 months filming. So he was like my boyfriend for the 3 months, and I was 21. He was probably like 31 or something. Uh-huh. And it was cool. It was just this like rich guy from LA coming in, and he would take me 10,000 Waves, the spa in Santa Fe. I was a go-go dancer at the time, by the way. Uh-huh. So he would take me to this spa, and we'd go in the hot tub and stuff and hook up. And, he'd take me out to these nice dinners, but he also did a little coke. So I never wanted to eat. That's when I learned, don't do coke before dinner. And, or ever, kids.
Should never do coke.
Fentanyl is bad. And also not very good high.
All right, I'm going to have you, I've always wanted to vlog with you. These are some of my friends. And you're going to see if you have anything to say about them, if you can roast them or anything. These are my closest friends that I do YouTube with. I wanted to see what your knowledge is of any of these people.
All right, I see the dough from Doughbrick right under his chin there. Wow, somebody didn't get that buccal fat removal, did they? Just kidding. Buy me a car. I don't need it. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I actually don't need it.
She's joking. We asked you to roast them. It's my friend Zane.
That's an unfair photograph.
He works for Lyft. Does he have a beard too, or is he out?
No, he doesn't have that anymore. That's an old
Is
photo.
he out?
Is he out of the closet?
Yeah. Or does he have a beard? Yeah, it's
he
like
has
the
two
Lyft
beards.
beard,
He has that one and his girlfriend. This is our friend Toddy.
You gotta be kidding me. Hi, Toddy. Look at him. Look at that hair.
You find him attractive?
Is he short? He had to like...
No, he's actually, how tall is he? 6 feet.
Ooh, that's
6'1".
like
I don't know his
disrespectful to
exact
have that hair taller. That would be weird if you did.
Yeah, I'm like, he's 6'1.5".
Like, oh my God, she met him on Mariah.
He does music. He does, he wrote a book. He does YouTube vlogs. And
you know what he looks like? The hottest school the hottest one. Like, where you're like, why do you have this?
Not many school are hot, are they? Was there a hot one?
I think I have a theory. It's like a micro situation.
Yeah.
Which shout out to the micro. We love you.
We have a friend with a micro. He's coming up.
Don't fret.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I have to guess him?
You'll know when you see him. Guess. There's going to be 4 more slides. You have to guess which one.
Wait, who is this?
This is our friend Brett Robinson from the TV show The Circle. It's a reality show.
But was he on anything else?
He's on Big Brother.
Big Brother. That's what I know him from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Brett's great.
It's just weird that you can have like such a thick body and the neck is still so skinny. You know what I mean? It's like the opposite of a bobblehead. It's a bobble body.
Oh, that's true. I never noticed that about his neck.
He's got bobble body, but
his body is so big. Okay, next one. Oh, this isn't a good. This is our friend Ilya. He has a fitness company called Zeal, and he also owns Dobrik's as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's really putting himself out there as a fitness person.
He drops the D of Indelilia. Okay, let's see.
I don't think he's getting laid much.
You know what I like about this guy is he is like born to be a heroin addict. Do you see all the veins and everything?
Oh, yeah.
It's like disrespectful to not do heroin.
Yeah.
When you look like this. But
he might be doing heroin if his business doesn't work.
Yeah, you can. Okay,
here we go. Still look for that micro.
We found it.
No, that's not.
This is so
not
funny.
that I know.
I love this. This is great.
This is our friend Joe.
I've never seen a grown-up crowning from their mom's. This is beautiful. That's what pubes are.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
what did you say?
That's what pubes are. That's where crabs go.
He gets like funny haircuts sometimes,
I love it.
Or he used to. Yeah, that's Joe.
He's gonna feel bad when he can't do it anymore. When all that hair
when
goes.
it's all gone.
Oh, we found the micro. That's okay. He's micro man. Is that a little man?
That's Nick Antonian. He's about 5'6".
Oh, 5'6". Okay.
Yeah, he's actually really funny. And that's Jonah. I think he's covered in peanut butter there.
Peanut butter?
I think so.
That's
peanut butter to match his little peanut.
Yeah. Today's podcast is brought to you by Tommy John Underwear. Guys, I love my Tommy John underwear and the loungewear. As you know, spring is on its way, and the Tommy John loungewear is fantastic. When it gets a little warmer, you come home, you put it on, maybe a Sunday morning, put your Tommy John loungewear, lie around the house. It is so comfy. It is so soft. Let me tell you a little bit more about it right here. When you're young, spring break is all about what you take off. As an adult, make it about what you put on. Lounge anywhere from poolside to inside in new Tommy John loungewear. When you wear Tommy John, you're that much more comfortable, so you can do everything better. Tommy John loungewear, pajamas, and underwear have dozens of comfort innovations like luxuriously soft tri-blend and micro-modal fabrics with 4-way stretch. With over 20 million pairs sold and thousands of 5-star reviews, people love Tommy John. Guys, listen, I don't need to tell you much more about it. Tommy John, trust me, this underwear is fantastic. The loungewear is fantastic. You know when you have like the little, that like fat roll that's on your stomach and that you feel insecure about? I just pull my Tommy John just right over it and it just goes away. That's my favorite thing about Tommy John. Everything's backed by Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear or it's free guarantee. Shop Tommy John's colorful new spring designs at TommyJohn.com/Nash and get 20% off your first order. Save 20% right now at TommyJohn.com/Nash. See site for details. All right, back to the podcast. So what happened when you went and did ayahuasca? I just
did my the last time I did ayahuasca was 3 weeks ago.
How many times have you done it?
Well, I've done it in a total of 8 times, but it's been 4 weekends.
Oh, wow.
So it's twice a weekend.
That's crazy.
Wow.
It's so cool.
It's like a class.
Yeah, I've only known people that have done it once, never a continuous
They
thing.
might have done it if you go to Peru or whatever, you go into a hut and they do it a couple
You do it in
times.
the United States?
I mean, no.
Right. Gotcha.
You got to be weird and shady about it because I can't be
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
But it's I do it out of the country, and it's the best. It's so cool. I feel like if people are drawn to it, you usually can, like, it comes to, it's like a weird thing like that. And then I can completely understand people that don't want to do it. And like Todd doesn't want to do it.
Really?
I'm almost like, I'm going to spike your cereal.
Is it because you want him to like know the experience?
I selfishly just want to do ayahuasca next to him. Like, I don't even care about what his experience is. I'm like, I just want to be able to like cuddle with him afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, where's Todd?
Do you want to do it?
I feel like I'm so positive that I'm scared to do anything and like something changes.
Yeah,
like I like
me too.
My like delusional little world.
It's the best way to live.
I don't want to mess with it.
It's the best way to live.
But I would try it.
What did you see?
Okay, this last time was really pleasant. It was like really like a celebration of my team I'm building and the people I'm kind of collecting in my life.
Yep.
And it made me feel really like on the right track and stuff. So I was really it was a good time. But I remembered halfway through, like, there's Mother Ayahuasca is like, and some people call her grandmother, but it's like this female figure that comes to you and guides you. And ayahuasca is a feminine. I know this all sounds crazy, but it all makes sense.
That's wild.
And then, so the way that it's set up, the weekends that I do are set up is you get there, you set up like your little area. There's about 20 people.
You get there on like a Friday night.
You get there on like maybe a Thursday. This one was Thursday.
Yeah. You prep your body, right? You don't eat.
You're supposed to do it. I don't read emails. So I'm like to my shaman, I'm like, I hope that wasn't important. He's like, you didn't read it? I'm like you can't be on like, if you're on medicine, you can't be on like your medicine.
Yep.
And if you are someone that needs to be medicated, maybe don't do ayahuasca. But like you can't, like, I couldn't have just like been popping Adderall and then gone in the next day because that could conflict with it. But, so you go in and you set up your little area. It's a cute little like sleeping, camping situation. And I always bring I brought like my niece's locket that I have on my niece. I brought my niece.
Just to watch.
I drugged her. I gave her all the Adderall. I said, you take the Adderall, I can't. So then, just like little things that I love, and I'll journal, and I never write though. Everyone's like journaling. I'm like, people are like, you're gonna forget. I'm like, I'll remember the parts I need to remember. I don't want to all of a sudden I do homework.
Yeah.
Maybe ayahuasca could make me want to write, but I'm always like, my nails are too long. I'm like, it's hard to write.
Is there music and you dance and stuff like that?
Okay, so so the shaman sings. He sings.
He does?
He sings the entire time.
And you don't laugh. Like it's not a...
No, it's not funny. But you can laugh. That's so funny. No, my shaman's a G. Oh my God. I know, it seems like...
Is he a cappella singing or is it...
He has sometimes he has music, but he has instruments and stuff.
Okay.
And he spits this agua fria on you or agua floride, something.
Spits water on you?
He spits rose alcohol water on you.
Yeah. Okay,
it's
and that's
crazy.
And
I was doing
that?
it during COVID. I was like, "This is so crazy. I'm spitting on me. It's the opposite of my life." He holds your hand. It's just everything's.
Are
so
you in
beautiful.
control, or are you just gone?
Both.
Both, yeah.
I'm
so curious.
Yeah, it's so hard to explain. It's like everyone's like, "But don't you and vomit?" I'm like, "Yes, but it's not that kind." It's like let me think of one of the times I threw up this time. It's like I get through something hard. I'll work through a relationship I'm having trouble with. And I'll kind of see the other person's side of what's going on, and then I'm able to release my resentment towards them, and then at that moment I'll sit up and I usually purge.
Really?
It's like you're getting out that
so
darkness.
It doesn't feel
it's
scary
not this
in the
it's
moment.
not you're not have the flu, dry heaving, going it's sometimes you're up there and it's you need sometimes I'll call on my ancestors to help me get it out. It's it sounds so crazy, I know. But you can trust me, okay? I'm crab girl. You can trust me. I'm the crab.
Do you get diarrhea?
And get diarrhea.
Do they watch you in the room?
Yeah, everyone's
someone's
spread that. No, so they have no. Nobody, you don't really yourself. I just always say as a rule of thumb when you do ayahuasca, there are no farts. Okay, farts don't exist. So just if you don't want to shit your pants, just don't try to fart. And you're fine. Just there is only
sure.
So you just go to the bathroom. There's bathrooms. They have little candles.
no
Okay. So
one's
a
having diarrhea next to you.
No, you're not oh my God. I mean, I think that sometimes in the huts and stuff in the Amazon, that might happen.
Because I envisioned it with you're sitting there and there's just a bucket and whoever needs to use the bucket.
Oh, there's a communal bucket. It's like the cookie you guys jerk off on.
Yeah,
the winner
that's
gets
how
to drink
I
it at
see
the end.
it, but I guess not.
Your
place sounds nice.
You have your own bucket.
Yeah.
You bring your own bucket, BYOB.
Okay, so is it true that you once lived in your car?
I did. I lived in my car.
Okay, we have here, I wanted to go over, this is WikiHow's How to Live in Your Car. I wanted to run through some things. And you can tell us if WikiHow has it correct. Okay.
I would invite my friend. I'd be like, do you want to come over to my apartment? And we would smoke weed and listen to music in my car.
Fun.
Wait.
Did you have a big car?
No, I had a Prius C. Like one
was
of those
this in LA
Priuses.
or in
Yeah, I lived in it for like, a week here and there. It would be
Where
like
would you park it?
Well, I would park. Okay, so I had like a handful of friends I could stay at their place, but things would happen like I would feel like, oh, I stayed too long. I don't want to ask them again, or like they'd like start dating someone new. I didn't want to be like blocking or whatever.
Yeah.
So I would usually park around where I stayed, which is like, then I would always be like, it'd be so embarrassing if they're like walking their dog in the morning and see me like
and
I sleep naked, so it's like.
Did you have something to block the car?
Not really. I didn't do it right. It was actually very unsafe. Now that I think back on it, it's actually the most insane thing in the world to do.
Really?
And cops could have just I think you can arrest someone for, I don't know.
Yeah. You can't
but maybe
sleep
not
outside.
now.
No.
You can't sleep in your car.
No, you can't sleep in your car.
You can't?
No. Absolutely not. In like West Hollywood, if they catch you sleeping in your car,
oh, I guess
you can't like park your van in West Hollywood. Like they can take you in for that.
Are you sure? Because my street in Venice is pretty rough.
Oh well, maybe there's too many people.
But maybe if you can cover and they can't like.
Right.
But yeah, no. But so I didn't.
Keep your car clean, especially the inside. So was that true?
Never been clean.
Okay.
Never had a clean car in my life.
Okay. Pick a few places to groom and shower regularly, like gyms, truck stop.
Gym,
You would shower at the gym?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Truck stop.
All right. Keep going. Let's see what this says. Oh, rent a post office.
Why do you think I was living in my car? I didn't. I would like have like water bottles from Erewhon. I have like my $18 water bottle. I have a lifestyle, okay?
While living in your car?
Yeah.
You have the Hailey Bieber smoothie? Is it hard for you to watch all your friends that have a lot of money you're probably doing just as well as them when you go up to the Comedy Store? Is that tough?
It wasn't. You know what?
Because I've seen you and you're hilarious. You literally kill it every time.
Yeah. Well, last time we hung out, that's where I was. But it wasn't that it wasn't hard. I was confused. I was like, and I remember just being like, what is like why is this? We're doing the same thing. And then I realized it was just myself. It was just Rob Schneider used to always be like, get out of your own way. People always say that. It's like almost like a hacky thing to say to people. And I was like, get out of my own. What the f*** are you talking about? But now, in retrospect, I'm like, yes, I was in my own way. I just didn't believe. I couldn't imagine myself having the life that I wanted, so I couldn't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see myself in you so much. Mm-hmm. Like I'm in my own way, and then once I met her, I have this new rule. When she says something, I just go, okay.
Yeah.
I say, yeah. So she goes, you should go to Skims and get Annie a thing. And I was
you
like,
sent him alone. That's so funny.
Well, she was gonna go with me.
I just couldn't go that.
She couldn't go that day, but yeah. But and normally I'd be like, I'd hear an idea and I'd be like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, because what's the it's like
right.
I just took like courses. I started watching stuff on YouTube. Like I just found basically I found several cults and I took parts of each cult without joining the cult. Do you know what I mean?
Like what's an example of a cult?
Like I just if you watch like the Scientology documentary, you're like, this is pretty good up until like there's always
some
like
good
an
things
episode
in
where
there.
It turns.
Yeah.
This is good, and then you go, oh, okay, we're getting a little weird here.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I took this guy's course, this guy named Jim Fortin. He had the course called the Transformational Coaching Program. And that really helped me with my I realized I had these subconscious beliefs that I was poor and I wasn't gonna, and I had less money than all my friends. And stuff. And then once I was able to reset what I believed in myself, and I had weird low self-esteem and low self-love that I didn't even notice, I didn't even catch, but it would come up and I started noticing that.
Does that come from all the shit that you went through as a kid?
I think so, but I think everyone has it. I think a lot of people have it. It's also how rich kids make money?
Yep.
Because they're used to they just walk in assuming they're going to make money.
Mm-hmm.
There's no struggle in their head. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And but you could shift it. And then I started doing hypnosis with my friend Mary Lou Rodriguez. I started doing hypnotherapy, and she helped me kind of like reprogram myself to like.
Do you remember when you? I've never been hypnotized. When you get hypnotized, do you remember it?
Yeah, you're there.
You're there.
Yeah, and some people aren't. Some people aren't susceptible to it. Like it really depends. I can't remember. There's a trick to do, but I can't remember what it is. But
I saw my friend get hypnotized once, and they convinced him that Lord was in the room, and he loves so Lord.
Yeah, your friend wanted to be hypnotized. So
I mean, it was insane. Like it was real. Like his face was red. Like you couldn't have faked it.
Yeah.
It was absolutely insane. You know Matt King?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
They just hypnotized him.
And I feel like you can't be hypnotized.
Why?
Like something about you. You'd block it.
Yeah, I'm pretty blocked that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you should try it, maybe.
Okay, this bummed me out a lot. So there's just like this TikTok kid who dances a lot. It's Mahomes' brother, Jackson Mahomes, and he dances. And then Rolling Stone makes this TikTok, which is like, just let the kid dance. Like that's all he does. So it's like it's so easy to pick on. This kid's always dancing, at the games and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's weird?
Well, who is the Rolling Stone to say it's cringe? I don't like anyone saying what cringe is is the eye of the beholder.
It's one thing if you're a 14-year-old and you're in your bedroom and you're like, yo, that guy's cringe. Like, okay, whatever. But don't be
But also,
a publication.
here's just the thing. I don't like any critics anymore. It's like it's just one person like saying something about someone's thing. It's like
I was trying to watch.
A different opinion.
I was trying to watch the news to get ready for this, and I was like, I don't know how to believe this person.
Yeah,
and it was CNN.
No, it is like weird at this point. We're like, what is true? But it's like there's so many different and I think because there's no like true Hollywood anymore where it's like we're not being shown like this is cool, these are the people, like now there's all these different like areas people can find their own, like the algorithm's giving you your own specific like world completely. You can't say what's cringe because that could be cringe to this. Like, how old is this kid, by the way?
He's probably like 20.
It's cute. He's not doing bad.
I just thought it was strange that Rolling Stone.
I think it's fine.
That Rolling Stone did it?
Yeah, because then I feel like then you can't, like, okay, they think it's cringe.
They're
so,
like
then we're like, you
energy.
can't say that. Like, I just don't like when we start saying, like, oh, well, who are you to say, like, who are any of us to say anything? But it's like, that's their website. That's this person's article. EJ
You're right.
Dixon.
It's just one person.
Who, like,
it's just one person.
If we can all take it as that person saying that they're not speaking for all of us, who cares?
I do like that too because I don't like when people are like when people get mad at like.
I got her to change her mind, so now I'm gonna need you to change.
No, I do like this.
Yeah.
No, because I do like. It's like when you post something online, it's like there's always gonna be people that like it or hate it. It's like you cannot care. You have to not care. Obviously, you do.
Well, obviously this kid doesn't because he gets beat up on all the time. So
does people make fun of him all the time?
I mean, it's been going on for years. Yeah.
I
just think it's lame.
I was watching. We were watching the Super Bowl at the Comedy Store, and there was the ad. I was with Todd, and they had the ad for with Miles Teller and his girlfriend, and they're like, or wife, and they're like dancing. Todd's like, that's so cringe. I'm like, is it cringe? That's just like a couple dancing in the living room. I'm like, I don't know what cringe. Like, I'm like, my cringe meter changes all the time. Like, I told a story, like the story of how I lost my virginity, and it was on TikTok, and someone was like, this is so cringe. I'm like, the actual story of my life is cringe. Like, my experience, like, I guess it's just the truth. I don't know.
Today's podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Wonderful, wonderful SeatGeek. God, I love SeatGeek so much. They have been with me for so long, for the last 4 or 5 years. They've been getting me tickets. They've been sponsoring my videos. They've been sponsoring my podcast. They're an incredible company. They sponsored my roast. Guys, we have to show SeatGeek some love. They are the best out there, best in the game. If you want to go see a concert, if you want to go see a sporting event, this is the only app you should have on your phone. I always tell people when they ask me, they'll go, Jason, what's your code? And I'll say, oh, it's code Nash. And then I'll look at their phone. I go, do you have the app on your phone? And they're like, oh, no, I don't have it yet. And I go, just put the app on your phone. It's something that you have to have there all the time. The great thing about SeatGeek is the tickets come right to your phone. The prices are great. You can get expensive tickets. You can get cheaper seats so it can fit your budget. And I'm just such a big proponent of going to see live shows. As you know, over the years with SeatGeek, I've seen Tyler, the Creator, Dave Chappelle, 21 Pilots, I think we saw 4 times. just a huge proponent of live music and live sporting events, and you need to do that with SeatGeek. You're going to get $20 off your first order with SeatGeek when you use my code NASH. That's $20 off your first order. Download the app, go on there, peruse, and download some tickets and get $20 off when you use my code NASH. Okay, guys, that's my spiel. Back to the podcast. My thanks to SeatGeek for sponsoring. Have you watched New Adventures of Old Christine?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
I don't know. She was telling me she's like you gotta watch.
Yeah.
She's like, we love New Adventures. I love
watch it. Who's in it again?
LouisDreyfus.
Oh yeah, I would love to watch that. Yeah,
It's so
It's like the
good, but
sitcom that
I
got
him watching
canceled.
it.
she was my favorite part of that movie. The How Dope. What was it called?
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
What was it
We
called?
watched it. The Jonah Hill movie.
Yeah, it was a bit
So dope.
boring.
How was it?
What was it called?
No, it's not called So Dope. But what was it called? Those People. By the
Yeah.
way,
Yeah,
I don't
You
like
People.
That name.
You People.
I'm like, oh my
Those
God.
people.
Everything's like so crazy.
I heard they didn't actually kiss in the movie.
Yeah, it was like a CGI thing.
Why? Why wouldn't they kiss?
because they don't want to have two races kiss on camera. No, it is like it's just that movie was like I watched the whole thing. I usually tap out of movies and I watched the whole thing. Like I can't say whether I liked it or hated it. You know what I mean? It's like one of those. It's like a reality
It
star.
was flat.
But I watched the whole thing. But it's just like Jonah Hill, you're the guy.
Right.
I love
It should have
Sam
been
J.
much funnier.
I love Sam J. Who was in the.
I love Jonah Hill.
Is that your boy?
I really like.
Really?
I love him in Moneyball. I love
Yeah.
him in. I mean, he's had some great performances. He's so
Yeah.
good in Wolf of Wall Street. That movie was not my favorite.
Did you
but-
see his? It was just a weird. You know what it is? It's a touchy subject that. But I loved Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character.
She's
was
always good.
cracking me up.
She's really funny.
Such a real
Yeah.
bitch that you know exists.
Yeah.
But
It was too. It was too
was
expected.
it was just.
It was like, oh, we're the Holocaust and slavery and blah 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 blah.
I just also wanted like when I haven't seen Eddie Murphy in so long. I wanted him to be the funniest motherfucker in the entire.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Right.
be angry. I wanted to be the funniest person.
That's got to be tough for him though. Like, what script could he?
It's
possibly...
not his fault. They wrote
Yeah,
it that way.
What
But
script could
played
he
it the funniest
possibly
could.
get that would make him the funniest at this
A
point?
comedy where he plays a comedian.
A 60-year-old
character.
comedian.
No, a comedic character. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Jamie Kennedy and Matt Rife movie where he's
They're making
Matt
a
Rife-
movie.
Matt Rife. It's
He's
called,
coming here at the end of the month.
Well, I thought it was like Matt.
Yeah.
Matt's a sweetie. But listen, I thought it was going to be just like a movie about like a comic because nobody really. People always try to make movies about comedians, and it's just like
You can't do it.
it's just not fun. It's like,
Like-
not. It's like a weird specific lifestyle. It's just I don't know. It's like there's obviously been like Punchline was good back in the day, and
What about the one that Seth Rogen made? You liked that one?
oh, Funny People.
I
Yeah.
like it.
That was pretty
Funny
good.
People was okay. Yeah, no,
because
they
Adam
did,
Sandler's actually a stand-up,
Yes.
and Seth Rogen is not a stand-up, but he did a good
but
job.
they did. Yeah, and
He
Aziz
did a good
was in
job.
it. Yeah, no, that was good.
And
That was a
Aziz,
good
yeah.
one.
Randy.
But I think that there's a lot of them. Randy, yeah, that's so fun. But then he like kind of was that character for a while afterwards. I feel like
Yes, he was.
It got in him.
yeah.
But and then he got a little Randy.
So wait,
and there
what
was
is-
an article written? Aziz, poor guy.
That was tough.
But so okay, so the movie that one was weird. Well, there's so all of that time period was crazy.
yeah, it was
just
a
like,
crazy
what is
time
happening?
period.
But I'm like, how am I on jury duty every day? But so anyway, so in the movie, I thought it was just gonna be like a movie about like a comic going on the road, and then like he brings a younger opener or whatever. It's called Don't Suck. The twist is that Matt Rife is a vampire.
Oh,
Really?
no
I'm
way.
so excited for this movie. I'm like, good or bad, this is gonna be the best movie I've ever seen.
Stand-up comics that are also vampires.
Okay, so it's like what the preview is it's like Jamie Kennedy is going on the road. He's like the headliner. He needs to bring like a new opener with him. He can't find the right person to go with him. There's this guy who's the worst comedian. It's Matt Rife. He's a terrible comedian. He wears like turtlenecks and he's bombs but he's gonna like pay for them to go on the road or something. So he's like, all right, you
Right.
can open for me. And then it turns out he's a vampire. And I don't know what else happened. But I'm like, yes.
That's
yes.
amazing.
Don't you want-
I surrender
Don't
to
you want to
this.
watch TV with her?
Yeah.
Yes, I have
do.
fun. I have fun. There's really but I guess my point is there's no bad anything. I watched like this horror movie. I was a little insulted by this horror. I've been getting really back into like gore and horror movies and stuff since Terrifier 2 came out. Have you seen it?
No.
Do you like gory movies?
I don't. But I want to hear about it.
Let's just say I wanted to say something that would get bleeped.
I don't know what you're saying.
No, it's like I love like slasher.
You do?
Yes.
It scares me.
Game of Thrones when Pedro Pascal got his head crushed in. It's like my favorite
You like
thing.
all that?
Oh, I love when just special effects.
Did you watch The Night Stalker? Do you like real documentary like killer
No, I
stuff?
don't like real stuff.
You like fixed.
No, I like seeing like an artist make a head squish in and stuff.
Okay, yeah,
I love the effects, and I do like being scared and the adrenaline of it, but I don't. I used to watch true crime, and I was like, what? This is crazy. I saw one Dateline, and I knew the girl. I knew the family, and I was like,
yeah. That's like when I was watching Dahmer. I was like, I can't watch this.
You're like, I am a gay black man. I cannot watch this as a gay black man.
Peter Jackson's first movie is like that. It's called Bad Taste, and it's all people getting squished and squashed. And
I like a fake, like I like a.
Wait, where were you
squishy.
going with this?
But anyway, so I started getting really into like horror and stuff, and there was one movie that, and with horror, it's like.
Let's see it. What's it called? The Terrifier 2?
Terrifier 2. I just made friends with Damian Leone, the guy who made it, and he's my new best friend, and I love him so much. He's coming on Anniewood on my solo podcast, and he's cut my face up.
Really?
Oh my God, I got to tell you the story. So he cut my face up for it. I can show you guys a picture. I can send it to you. But so, yeah, do you want to watch the preview?
Let's watch a little bit of it, yeah.
It's so good.
Annie, I can't believe you like this.
It's the greatest movie of all time. Oh my God.
It's going to be your next ayahuasca trip.
Because it's funny. It's like the same as comedy. It's the same tension release and stuff, but it's like they just have to go over the top. So the first Terrifier, this big kill scene that made it kind of go viral and become like a cult classic is they hang this girl up from her feet, and then he saws her like from her down into two. It's like so awesome. And then, so then Damien, the guy who made it, and then Catherine, the girl who played that girl, came to the Comedy Store the other night, and I was like introducing her. I was like, "This is Catherine. She's an actress in one of my favorite movies. She got sliced from the down." Like, she's like, "Oh my God!" Like, it was like my dream to be able to introduce someone like this. But it's just very gory. Like you don't see any of the stuff on there, but it's really, the effects are amazing.
And they did the effects on you?
So he came and he did my podcast, and he gave me like, I just brought some makeup, and he gave me like, it looked like I got maybe in a car accident, like some slices on my face. And then I went to the Comedy Store. I was like, I don't want to wash it off. I was like honored he did it, and then also it looked so cool. So then I went and I did my set in the main room. Leslie Jones went on before me.
Yeah.
So I came out and I was like, hey guys, I was like, you should see the other guy, and they like kind of like, like laughed nervous, like, oh my God, is she okay? And then I go, I'm just kidding, you did see her. It was Leslie Jones. She beat my like I just pretended Leslie had beat me up. And then everyone was like, like they like didn't know what to believe. And they're like, And then I explained that it was like special effects and stuff, and went on with my set, having a regular, normal, fun set with my face all sliced up. And then I look over to the right, and there's a guy in the front row whose face is sliced up.
Really?
He had just gotten hit by a car. Like the week before. I was like, dude, what are the chances? It was so
That's
funny.
insane.
It was like an amazing, fun night. Like I couldn't believe it. And then I was like, because I saw him for a second, then I was like, should I just leave him alone? I'm like, I can't. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So he was on his bike. He got hit by a drunk driver.
Oh, wow.
The guy sitting next to him was a personal injury lawyer.
Really?
Yes. Like, what are the chances? And then,
so he was like, let me take your case.
I was like, give him your card. He's like, I already have some. The guy was like, he might have gotten in that. I don't know. He was great. We love the guy. I can't remember his name, but it was a very long, weird name. But his face was all cut up, and I was talking to him stuff, and then he went to take a swig of water, and I was like, dude, I was like, if that water comes out of a hole in your cheek, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. But it was so funny. It was so awesome. I couldn't believe it. It was just so perfect. But that's my Terrifier 2 story.
What's it like when you go to like Wisconsin? I saw you were in Wisconsin last week.
Sold out. That was great. But I'm selling out in a lot of markets, but not all of them. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, when I start like selling out full, like adding dates, doing stuff like that, I feel like maybe that's
theaters, stuff like that. That would be next.
Because I'm arena bound. I want to go to arenas. And
how's your day like when you have to waste a whole day in Madison or something? What do you do?
Well, I bring Todd and my dog Randy with me.
Oh, that's
when
good.
When they can come. It's so fun. It's so nice. And we try to do vlogs and stuff for Anniewood for my podcast, but a lot of times I'm just sleeping. It's jet lag and shit. just trying to get ready. But, you know, walks and going around. But like in Wisconsin, we went to the Mustard Museum. Like I try to find something, you know, like we went and did an escape room.
I like that.
Yeah. I like to find stuff. I have fun. Everyone's always like, where's your favorite place to go? I'm like, wherever I am. It's like so fun. I have the best job. I love meeting my fans. My meet and greets are like insane. They're so fun.
That's fun. What happens at your meet and greets?
Everyone tells me everyone's they're going to I'm always like, I want to make shirts that are like, where did you get touched? And they'll sign the part of their body they were touched.
I love that. That's really funny.
But it's like that. But then also I sign people's, like, I love to have people, if they have like something that's like a little, you know, like a little deformity or something that's different about them. I'm always like, bring me your little lobster hands. And I have my favorite guy in Vegas who brings me his little lobster hand every time and I sign it. And I sign people's like, their like diabetic things. And I signed this lady's cane, this blind woman's cane.
So you have your fans. There's a lot of deformities.
Sure, come to me. I like my specials.
Okay, let's see. Go into the links. There was a TikTok.
I like people that have something like, if you have like a hand that's different, you see a truth about people that other people don't see. That's what I like. I like people that have like been through and kind of like, you see like people's like weirdness and like you see the truth of that. And I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you instantly have something to say and you connect with them instantly about it. And people that have been through stuff. It's like when you I love people from other countries because they got here.
Right.
You know, and it's always so interesting. It's like, oh, what the how'd you get here?
Yeah.
Like,
but I always say, like, are you a redhead?
Sort of.
You were kind of, but you weren't like
not were. I don't dye my hair. This
blonde.
is my hair. I think I'm blonde, but
like redheads, I always like because they've been through some. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, Jews I like. Bullied. You're part Jewish.
I'm getting more Jewish by the day, baby. My Jew's growing, baby.
Which side is Jewish?
My dad, my father. So my dad, our last name is Jewish, Lederman. So my dad's father was German Jew, and then his mom was adopted by Jewish people, so we don't know what. And then my mom was adopted, so it's like we don't really know what.
And have you given up your Yeezys?
They're there. I don't wear them, but they're there.
You don't wear them?
I mean, I would. I mean, I'll give it a couple weeks, maybe.
I do the same thing in Runyon because I don't listen to headphones when we go hiking.
He listens to his music loud.
I listen to it out loud because I don't want to damage my ears. I said that to Fahim, and he said the same thing. Is that a monster thing to do?
It's so funny.
It's a crazy unhinged thing to do.
It's an unhinged thing to do?
And he's a public figure, too, so he's like...
No, and he blasts
it's not that loud.
He'll blast like heavy rock music.
It's you.
She said that to me. We went and got coffee that one day when we were trying to shoot a vlog. These kids came over and said hi, and she goes, "It's so great how you've tricked all these kids into liking you."
He's like, "I'll just hang out with the youth." And, look at me.
Well, I got really lucky. I just fell in with that group. That was what
There's
happened for me.
There's no luck. Everything's good. We get what we want.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that you create everything you have.
I think
But luck, but sure, but you had.
It might have been something else.
Yeah.
But I believe in luck.
Yeah. And what were you doing before these children?
That was a terrible sentence that you just phrased.
Before you exploited these children.
I was doing, trying to do stand-up, I made a couple movies.
Yeah.
Trying to do stuff. Just broke.
Yeah.
Completely broke. Yeah.
It's so fun to have, and you still think this is broke.
I think this is okay.
But you don't want more. You do want a little bit more, but you don't want you don't want tons.
Joe, I want more money. What do you mean? Success?
You don't want to. We know you want more success. You can tell. I'm screaming for it. Post a picture of Tom Brady.
You should come to our wedding.
I would love to come to your wedding.
Okay. I would love for you to be at our wedding.
You should marry us.
I'm in. I'll be in a tux. I'll wear my fake. Have you seen me with my fake boobs?
She showed me your fake boobs the other day.
They're not fake. He was like, they're not fake. I was like,
they look really real.
They look really real fake. They look like real fake.
What are they?
They're like silicone breastplate. It's for like drag queens.
How do you cover your neck?
It goes through your neck. But my nails were so long when I had it. Yeah, it's like this. It starts here. It's like a turtleneck. Yeah, it goes from here. But it's silicone, so it's like soft. But I stabbed it with my long nail, so there's like, it looks like I have a tracheotomy hole. And then like so I start to like, after wearing it for like 20 minutes, I start to get like dizzy. I'm like,
really?
Yeah, and then I'm like, I start to get like upset, and then I'm like, it's got to come off now. And it's like my hair extensions are getting pulled out, like eyelashes are falling off, like everything's insane.
But you have breasts. When you have the breasts, it's great.
It's so fun, but it's weird to see how my friends treat me.
The boys?
Yes, it's ew, you guys. But I'm glad, it made me happy that I was born with small. I was like, I know the truth.
I know exactly what you mean. We had fake put on me once,
Yeah.
and
People treated you differently.
My guy friends were like,
Yeah, because they know they're like, even though they're fake, yes.
they want to like, and then you're there like, this is not cool at all.
But
Like
also
this doesn't feel good. Someone's grabbing me.
Big giant cans, like the big ones, can ruin a family. Like you're putting a family in jeopardy. Like I would walk into a room and it's like you see the men, and men in LA are so precious. They're trying their hardest. Like we went to the pumpkin patch to shoot something for Anniewood. We thought it'd be funny to like, in my head, a pumpkin patch is just like people like getting engaged and stuff. My tracks are showing. No, people are just getting, I don't care. I show my tracks. I show my dents. You can see everything. I make sure my contour is obvious. But like, yeah, it was just going to be like couples, like apple picking. I don't know. I just didn't think it was going to be like all children. Yeah. And I just have these pornographic sized they look insane. And so we're just around really all these kids and their parents. And like the dads are just so trained in LA. Like no one's neck moved. Yeah. They were all like full shoulders were moving. Eyes were like above my head. It was just so funny.
Wait, I have something to ask Annie and we can cut it out, okay? It's about you.
Oh, please.
I don't think you'll care.
What is it?
Okay, this is perfect. This is a perfect one for you because you're good with relationships and stuff. Mm-hmm. She came to me the other day.
She wants you to buy her
Close. She wants to get her.
Oh, I want to do my nose. Oh, yeah. I don't care about that.
You don't care about that, right?
Yeah, no. If someone sees it, maybe they'll offer to take me.
So Annie, she came to me and she was like, "I want to do my nose." She was like, "And I don't want to do."
Do you want to add something to it?
She wants to.
Perfect.
It's too big.
Annie,
I want you to be happy. I want you to do what you want.
See, that's exactly it.
Right.
That's exactly it. There's a part of me.
But it looks so good that I'm like, how could it look
There's
better?
a part of me that wants to be like.
You have to go to the number one. They can't give you this like. Because sometimes with nose jobs, with nose jobs, what they do is, what I feel like happens is like, they take like a chunk of what's supposed to be in your face, and then it doesn't go back, and then the ratio's off, you know? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's almost like, but you would have to go to like Blake Lively's. Like you have to go to the top.
Her nose is nice, yeah.
You have to go to the top. You have to literally, if you're going to buy her a nose job, it has to be the
She
top.
wasn't asking, just to be clear, she wasn't asking me to pay for it.
Get me a nose job.
I was about to be like, can I have one? I hung out with him for 4 minutes.
You're like,
I was like,
Tesla?
can I have a Tesla?
No, but what? I don't want to. I don't want to. This is on the screen.
It wasn't. That's the same thing.
Like you shouldn't get a nose job, baby.
Mine's not a plate. Mine is prosthetic.
Like a prosthetic. Those are huge.
How do they get it on?
They
plaster it.
Yeah, they plaster it on.
No, they're attracted to you. They can't.
Yes.
They can't help it.
Yeah.
Oh, I roasted these boys. Oh, they're so cute.
Oh, there was a nipple?
There's a nipple, yeah. I have pictures.
Well, that was my Halloween costume. I was a nip slip. I just had the boob and then I had my nip out.
Really funny.
But everyone was like, oh my God, your nipple. Like they were like so worried.
That's really good.
Oh my God. How precious
That's
and
really
wonderful
good,
women
Annie.
are. And guys were like, oh, like they were excited.
So what do you say to a guy who, when the girl says, I want a nose job? What's the guy supposed to say?
Oh, you're saying like it would be rude of you to be like, okay.
Yeah. 100%, because I think you look perfect.
I see what you mean. Like it would,
I agree.
Like you should always say, "Oh, you shouldn't," but if it makes you happy, go for it.
You have schnoz dysphoria.
Let's get it right. Schnaz dysmorphia.
I really forgot the word. I was trying to make it.
All right, so that's it. So we're getting a nose job or we're not?
I don't know. I changed. Like it's like
so
if I didn't, I wouldn't care, and then if I did, I would just be more happy. Do you want me more happy?
Yeah, I want you more happy. This is the he's a game.
He's
a 10, but he's rude to servers.
Done. Bye.
2.
He's a 4, but he is hilarious and makes you laugh.
6.
I've dated a million of them.
He's a 9, but he's a 5'6" short king.
That's fine. I'll take a shorty. I like when a guy climbs me.
Nivine doesn't like.
I'll take a hot shorty.
I
5'6".
Someone has to be able to take me down. Like if it was like I need you to be tall.
You vibe with that, Annie?
5'6"?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
5'6" can take you down.
I like shorties.
He's a 6, but he remembers everything about you.
He's a 6. He should.
Well, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I was like,
yeah, you don't want him to remember.
Like,
He's a 2, but he's a billionaire.
Okay.
He's a 5, but he's a great listener.
What? These are Baselines.
He's a 10, but he showers you.
I'll be honest, I don't need anyone to listen. They just need to sit there while I'm talking. When I think about it, I'm like, it's really just more about the body to throw things
Does Todd do mostly listening?
He talks though.
He does.
Todd's funny.
What's something Todd would tell you? Like,
Todd will play music for me. He's like, here's this song that's gonna make you feel good. Todd always tells me it's good and bad. Like Todd's always like, that guy sucks, that person sucks. And I was like, no, they're cool. And then he just waits and he goes, I f***ing told you that guy sucks.
We should have Todd on.
Todd's the best.
He's a 3, but he's extremely loyal.
You better be loyal.
Yeah, still a 3.
Okay, here we'll do a couple never have I nevers, and then we'll end it. Never have I ever streaked in public. Annie, I know you have.
I definitely have.
She's too ashamed to lift it.
I think so.
You haven't.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Oh,
I said I have never.
I didn't know there was a have.
Never have ever stood someone up on a date. Nivine.
I don't think I've canceled.
I would never
make someone go to a restaurant.
Never have ever flirted my way out of a speeding ticket.
Oh my God.
You have?
Yes.
What did you say?
Well, not flirt, like cry. Is crying flirting?
Crying is flirting.
It's not even fake. You're just like crying.
For some guys, crying is a real turn on.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
My ex-boyfriend, he's like, you look hot when you cry. I was like, that explains everything. Why are you so mean to me?
That explains everything.
Never ever dumped someone over text.
Oh, that's the only way I'll do it.
Babe.
I don't.
Oh, we've talked
then
about
it's
this.
awkward.
Babe, you can't dump someone over text.
But just to start the conversation.
What is it?
We got to talk. There's some issues. Yeah,
it's like, hey, I want to break up. If you want to talk, meet up and talk about it, we can. But it's like it's because then it's a conversation.
What do you think about that, Annie?
I like that you just have
it's like because then
Annie,
people convince me of stuff. So it's like I have to say what I want, and then we can talk about it.
She's so healthy.
She's got so many awesome rules that she's taught me.
That's how Todd is. It's like so weird. I always dated psychos, as you did too.
Yep.
And then you meet someone, and you're like, this is so easy. Is this meant for me? Were you weird in the beginning? Were you like, sure?
He would always look at me and be like,
now.
is someone paying you? Yeah. You can tell me.
I don't believe that she's real. Like I saw her this morning and I was waking up and I was like,
aside from the nose, obviously. Nasty honker.
I don't see she's real. My friend David, who plays pranks on people, it's been in my mind
oh my God. That's the ultimate prank.
It's the ultimate
it
prank.
Would be
insane.
Like Nivine was saying the other day, that would be such a good
You'd
movie.
You'd be so rich though. Imagine what they'd have to pay you to do that.
It would just be so wrong.
It'd be not to have to have though. It sounded so mean.
No.
How much would they have to pay you to fuck this guy?
No, I can't even believe it. And yeah, so I think it's I say that to her all the time. Is this a prank?
But don't you wake up so happy? I just wake up so happy.
So happy.
You just have the right partner.
The best thing is when you're you have your day. And then it's like, it went good or bad, whatever. And then you're like, oh my God, I get to see her.
Oh my God, everything's just perfect.
Yeah.
It makes me want to cry. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Just so awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's the best.
Okay.
I don't know why I did such a masculine pat. It was like,
good job, pal.
I don't want to make it realize to lean in for a kiss. I just ruined both of our relationships.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right, go see Annie live and
go see me live at www.annielederman.com/shows. You can also see me on www.instagram.com/Annie Lederman. You can see me at YouTube, www.youtube.com/Annie Lederman.
Pinterest.
You guys, I'm not on Pinterest, okay? Now, guys, go to the shows and also watch Anniewood. It comes out every Thursday. YouTube.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, Nivine. Love you, baby.
I love you so much.
Watch Trash Tuesday, too. It comes out on Tuesdays.